Hey everybody, welcome to the Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress Battle Report. This is Expedition 3, and we're introducing another new hero today, which is Amallyn Shadowguide, the Eldar Ranger, who is hunting for remnants of the Fall, some pre-Fall Eldar artifacts that may be contained inside the Blackstone Fortress that could help build, like, I guess, cure her craft world, fix the Andon after it was all blown up and destroyed. And Janus Draik is back from his little vacation on Vanguard. We're going back in once again instead of doing a fortress attack because we're trying to revive Pious Vorne. She has the Empyrean Chronometer, which is the artifact card that she basically died with last expedition. So we're taking Esper and Locarno down into another expedition. We need to find more clue cards because we only have 4 right now to mount an assault. We didn't get any during the last expedition, and we lost Vorne. And this will mean that we can start inspired. So before you make fortress attacks, one of the things you want to do is have some pre-inspired characters. So you have some tougher folks going in. And if I could find Remnants of the Fall for Shadowguide and get my Empyrean Chronometer back from Vorne, who has it locked in the Stasis chamber because she's dead, by reviving her with Esper and Locarno, then I'm pretty confident the next episode we can launch an attack on a stronghold and conquer the first hurdle, basically, to trying to find the hidden vault. We have no escape route as our first of our legacy cards, as well as what's the other one? Just a countdown card, which means that there should be 10 cards left to draw from the legacy deck that will let us do this. So we have 10 episodes left, basically, to try to conquer 4 strongholds, which means we have to get a grand total. We have to do at least one because we have to start discarding clues to get clues back in the deck for Discovery deck. We have 4 strongholds to do, and then the hidden vault itself. So it's going to be pretty dicey, but we're going in one more time before we do a fortress attack. We have the clues to do a fortress attack, which we'll do next episode, hopefully. And and we've had no new monsters show up either, so this is our fairly safe run. Hopefully, we don't get death lasered again. We don't have. I can only imagine they brought Lauren back as like a pile of cubes because she got Resident Evil like laser tunneled on the way back to the precipice. So yeah, let's do this. Let's see how we do with our last expedition. Janus is going to take the folks back down and try and find some more clues and get the Empyrean Chronometer back by resurrecting Vorne. All right, so here's the party set up in the maglev elevator. You can see we've been joined by Amallyn Shadowguide, and Janus Draik has returned. It's the return of Drake. And we're going to flip our first expedition card, so exploration card, to see who's going first. So support this time around, we have the Traveler, the Vanguard, the Steed of Mathurair, which is pretty cool. The Steed will do a crystal scanning matrix once per expedition. Explorer can use the action at a 1+ for Shadowguide or a 6+ for anyone else. Pick a hostile group that's not been activated this turn and swap their initiative card with the card at the end of the combat track. So you can push someone to the bottom of the activation track, which is pretty cool. Long Hauler, of course. Concentrate your bank once per game, 6+ for somebody or 1+ for everyone else. You can keep all your dice in the Destiny pool, even the ones that roll doubles. Traveler, you can hide, so 1+ for Locarno, 6+ for everyone else. You consider to be hidden from all enemies for the rest of the turn. And then Tactics Attaché, once per expedition on a 1+ for Drake or 6+ for everyone else. Pick a hostile group. They have to reroll failed attack rolls if you target them for the rest of the round. So good for slaying a hard target because everyone gets to reroll against them for the turn. So let's flip our first exploration card and see what's happening. Into the elevator we go. It's a combo, an ambush. Oh no. An ambush scenario. There is no maglev that you begin in. You're walking through what you think is a safe part of the fortress when suddenly you are ambushed. So the 3 A squares become your deployment squares, and 2 explorers can be in each one, as you are all large. And then the rest is set up as normal. So we have 2 encounters from the encounter deck. Let's see what the first one is. It is Trader Guardsman ×7, and the second one is Spindle Drones ×2. All right, and we're deployed. So one thing I have done recently, which I would highly recommend anyone who wants to play this game does, is color mark the back of the bases for your Trader Guardsmen, 2 different colors, and have 1 flex model. Because the most you'll ever have Trader Guardsmen deploy is 8. So one of the 2 groups needs to go back and forth between these 2 colors, and this way when they respawn, you can tell who's who. So makes it far, far easier to determine what's what once the actual action starts to take place. So yeah, let's roll some Destiny dice and see what we've got in the Destiny pool. It's not bad. So we'll drag 1 to 3 back, as it will lock out with Locarno's Psychic Power, and then do some initiative. Or some action dice, rather. Ooh, Janus coming out strong. 5, 5, 3, 6. Shadowguide. Couple 1s, couple 5s. You are 25. Drops the 6. That's what he wants. And then finally, Locarno. not too bad. We got a 5 in there, which means we can activate the barrier if we need to. Take a second to talk about Shadowguide for a second and some of her abilities. Her long rifle is good outside of close range, obviously, but she does have a power blade, which is super dangerous up close. 1+ for the power blade, 1+ or 4+ for the long rifle. If she uses a 4+, the action tree is an aimed weapon attack, and a failed result for that action can be re-rolled. So both these 5s are re-rollable D12s. Yeah, this is pretty good. Her Chameleon Line Cloak's a 4+. It can't be taken if it's a hostile adjacent visible to her, but you put the marker down in the square with her. While it's active, she's defense value D12, and remove the marker if she takes a move action. A hostile moves into a hex action that's invisible to, adjacent and visible to her. So if she gets engaged, basically, she loses it, but it's not like the Force Dome where it goes away at the start of the activation. She just retains it forever, basically. So if she moves back into the square and just like wants to just continue shooting people forever with her Chameleon Cloak up, she's gonna be really hard to kill. And then finally she has a Phase Crystal. She can move through obstructed hexes, which is really cool, which means she can move through bad guys. It's a 6+ to use it. She can't ender move obviously on top of bad guys, but she just gets to like phase around and move. And then her secret agenda is Remnants of the Fall. She'll start inspired. Let's see what initiative is for the first round. It's going to be Hostiles 1. Oh, the Guardsman. Hostiles 2. This is bad. Janus. UR25, Locarno, and Shadowguide. That's where we're gonna have to get tactical, because right now we're being ambushed and also like totally outnumbered by everybody who's attacking us. This is a classic ambush. Now luckily it goes in this order: covering fire, then gambits. And Janus gets a free gambit in the first round of the combat because of his strategist ability. So the first thing we're gonna do is some covering fire. We're gonna put Shadowguide with Janus, and we're going to drop Locarno. I think UR25 is actually pretty happy where he is. We're going to stay like that. Then we're going to play Drake's free gambit, and he's going to attempt to drop 1 on a crit here if he gets it. No, sorry, he's actually a D8 for his agility. Let's see if we can do it. We don't get it, so he does not get the gambit. So then we're going to have to try and gambit again. We're going to gambit with Shadowguide. She spent a 1, and try and gambit. And we do, we get a success. So I can swap her card with the lowest hostile card. Try and gambit with UR25 as well. And he has to make an agility roll though, which is not very good. He can try though. And we get a critical success, so we can drop with the highest one. So now we've pushed down these cards by 2. The super shooters get to go first, which is gonna be great. Good news is we're not gonna get eaten, and we've been given a gift in the form of we're gonna inspire good old UR25 right now. And we're gonna inspire him by just rushing forward and murdering some folks. So he's gonna spend a 1 off his card. He's gonna spend the 5 off his card. Yeah, to make a step and go 1-2, because he's got his rush ability. And he's gonna spend a 1 to power claw these drones, because we really want to inspire him early in this adventure, because he's going to get super dangerous. And we crit and just explode 1. So now he's inspired. Good shot, big fella. Just kill all the drones immediately. Got a 6 left, but he's just going to use the power claw because it's 2d12. Go! Yeah, it kills the other one. Oh, UR25, you are my favorite. Puts us to Shadowguide, as he went and just murdered one of the 2 encounters. She needs to take a step though, so she's going to spend the 1 off the Destiny board. And she wants to step to where she can see guardsmen, so she's going to go 1, 2 back to here, but she wants to be able to murderize some folks from far away. Actually 3. She wants to be as far away as she can, because she just moved 3. And then she's going to spend some of these 5+ to take some shots. And she's going to try and kill the flamethrower first, because he's super dangerous. When she spends a 4 or better on her long rifle, like I said, it becomes aim, so she's going to ignore that cover, and she rerolls to hit. She's a murder machine. She just headshots him. Next 5 and do it again. And reroll to hit. Just kill it. And we'll go for the leader this time. Headshots him too. We go for 3 in a row. I mean, we could just kill everyone. we do have 2 more folks to go though. Yeah, you know, we're gonna get rushed by these folks in a second, and Locarno's sitting out by himself. So we might as well try and kill 1 more. So spend the 5. Go for the shot. D12. I can re-roll it. I'm gonna try. Go for the crit. Kills him. That's right. Bury Pepper and Saving Private Ryan. And then she's gonna move again. Oh, you know what? We can just save these for Overwatch. Yeah, why not? Done. On to group 2, Spindle Drones. Let's see if they reinforce. On a 1 to 3. They do not. It's currently threat level 2, actually. UR25 made friends with them. Alright, so then it's group 1. Did they reinforce? Oh no! That'll be all of them. Of course it was going to be too easy. So we'll start with the one closest to one of us, which is Lasgun guy. Gets 20. And that's he is in line of fire, close, Fury, which is taking onslaught action and reroll failed attack rolls. He's going to fire his Lasgun twice into Locarno, which is just a D8. So, first shot, hits, and then Locarno has a defense of a D6. Does he stop it? He does not. Takes injury, blocks it as 1. Shot, misses, but rerolls. Hits, and then does Locarno stop it? No, it's all gone wrong. No, he doesn't. Gets hurt too. All gone horribly wrong. All right, the next one. They're going to kill Locarno right now. 20 does the same thing. D8 into Locarno, misses, rerolling, misses. The next one does a 10. 10 is going to be for Trader Guardsman. Close, a charge. So he moves 1, 2. And that will put him 1, 2. And then we get to shoot him with ammo. We're at Overwatch. It's a 1. Oh, protect Locarno. Does the damage. And then he's going to attack. LA fall, which means 2d8. Oh, it's a crit. Oh no. Block it. Block it with a crit. No, takes the damage. Straight up lose Locarno here. And the last one, what does he do? Don't kill my Navigator. I need him to bring Warren back. 17 charge. So he's going to go 1, 2, and he can't get into melee, so he's going to go again. And then Shadow Guy's going to shoot him. And that's going to be a d12 with Overwatch. Kill him! Just headshots him. As these fools, so Mr. Flamer, just wait for UR to come kill you. He does a 16. That's not good. 16 when you're hidden is going to be a charge. So he moves 1, 2, 1, 2, and he can't. He can attack actually. He hits him with the flamethrower, and that's going to be a d12 because it's in range. Gets nothing. And then the next one is going to roll and get a 2, and that's going to be Lark because he's not in line of fire. And then this guy gets 17, which is going to be charged as well. So he goes 1, 2, and he fires his last pistol, which I think is just a D6. It's D6. Nothing. We survived the ambush. We did a bunch of damage, but a bunch more baddies showed up. Locarno is not feeling good. Oh, what was going to turn into just grabbing stuff is going to turn into healing instead. He's going to spend the 2 off Destiny board, try and heal. Come on, Vitality check. Nope. And then he's going to spend the 3 off here to heal. Another Vitality check. Crits it. Gets 2 back, actually. We're back in the game, and then we're going to drop the 5 to bring up the force barrier and just be like, sorry, nerds, not today. Janus, be the hero we need. Go kill some guardsmen. He'll spend a 3, take a step, and then jump in with Locarno. Step aside, old man. Drop the 5+ for 2 attacks using his flurry of attacks. So the wounded guy first. Kills him. And then the unwounded guy doesn't kill him. We're going to make inspiration rolls all over the place. She killed 6 wounds with the guys. 7 actually, but doesn't inspire. He killed 4 wounds with the drones and doesn't inspire. He killed nothing. And then now we're on to Janus. He's killed 2 wounds so far. 5 for another flurry of attacks. 2 attacks into him. Kills him just right away. I'll spend a 6 for his last just regular attack, which would be a D8, and he'll drop it into that guardsman sitting right there and do damage. 3 wounds. 4 wounds actually, but 17 doesn't get him inspired. So it's event phase. What happens? A 19. Heroic effort. No one's out of action though. So I get to make a vitality roll for somebody. I can't drop the grievous wound. So yeah, no point in making a vitality check. Everyone's very heroic though. Right, new round, destiny roll. Let's see what we get here. Oh, nice, a straight. We get them all. 1 through everything except for a 3 basically. Action dice for Janus. Not as good as last time, but pretty super sweet. Although he did go and heroically save the old Navigator. For Amallyn, she's doing all right. For UR25, who is inspired and also a killing machine, he is going to power claw the crap out of those 2 guys. For Espern, who's getting stabbed a whole bunch because we kind of left him in the wind. Over to initiative. Let's see who's going first. It's going to be, oh, Janus is going. And then group 1. And then group 2. We're feeling pretty okay about this. Shadow Guide gets to go. UR25 gets to go. Yeah, I think we're gonna covering fire Locarno with Janus. And then we're gonna hope that this lone wounded guardsman can't hurt anybody. No more reinforcements arrive. So UR25 is gonna go first. And he's gonna make an example of these 2. He's gonna take a step like so. He's gonna power claw Mr. Flamethrower with 2d12. and do nothing, and he's going to power claw him again. And crush him. And then he's going to use a 1 off the board to power claw one more time. Just explode, exterminates this guy as well. Let's just go for it. Let's use a 4 to move him twice. 1, 2. And then a 2 to just try and explode this guy too. Come on, you are 25. You're a killing machine. Ah, there's 1. Finish him off. Yeah, we just finished him off. Try again. 3d12. Just explodes him into paint. 6 wounds. Nope, no inspiration. Doing great, big fella. Let's see what happens. The 1 guardsman. Reinforced. Oh, they reinforced. Only 2 because I rolled a 3, but it was the most dangerous 2. They just come back. And so we'll roll for the ones closest. So Mr. Flamethrower, he gets a 19. It's an onslaught. 2 attacks rerolling. First one does the damage. Does UR block it? Rerolling because of Mobile Bastion. He does. Second Flamethrower attack misses, but rerolling. Crits. Oh, Mobile Bastion. Crits it back. Doesn't even care. Action roll for the Sergeant. 13 when he's engaged. That's going to be a onslaught again. So 2d8 and he can reroll misses. Reroll misses. Gets a crit and then Mobile Bastion. Laughs. I love you so much, you are. And then rerolling because of onslaught. Nothing. My 40k army of these. That's all I want to know. And then over here, 10, and he is close. A 10 for close guardsman is a charge. So he moves 2, 1, 2, and he'll attack. Of course, he'll attack Locarno because there's no reason not to attack the most wounded guy. He's just got a lasgun though, so it's a D8 hits, D12 to block though because the force barrier's up. No! Oh, this is the 3. It's guardsman done. Hostile group 2. Do they come back? Angry robots. No, they don't. Shadowguide's gonna go. She has all the dice in the world. So she's gonna go take a walk and go, oh, let's say this way. 1, 2 for her 2. And then she's gonna drop a 5 to pick up this thing, and we'll draw a card. Discover a card. Archaeotech. Then she will, I guess, move again. He can kill these. We don't have to worry about that. She's just gonna move, and she'll go 1, 2, 3, and then she'll go 1, 2, 3. Sit over here, and then she'll spend the 6 of the board to summon the Maglev. The elevator, guys, we're doing great. So it's Janus's turn. He will murder that guy. Before to do it, it's 2 attacks with his flurry of attacks. First one kills him, just crushes his face. It's from the kill, so I'm just gonna roll to inspire now. He does not. That guy's only got 1 wound. 1 to move. He moves 2, so he'll go 1, 2. Spend the other one. 1, 2, and then the 5 to pick up. What do we get? Archaeotech. It's poor Locarno. Do we just move? We just follow, I think. Nah, we gotta heal. We gotta heal. We got nothing left on the Destiny board. We gotta get out of here. Now we gotta start moving. We're gonna go with Drake. So just spend both these to move. Move 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang out with Drake to defend him. And it's the event phase. What happens? 17. Inspiration. Pick out Explorer. They get an inspiration point. Let's give 1 to Locarno. Roll a Vitality roll. Try and get some health back. New round. Let's do some Destiny dice and see what we get to work with here. Double 2s go away. Double 3s go away. But we'll drag back a 3 and the 1. It's not a lot of dice to move with, unfortunately. For Janus, he's going to get a bunch of good rolls and some movement dice. For Amallyn, she's gonna murder some dudes with a sniper rifle. Yeah, looking okay. UR25's role is irrelevant because he's just gonna power claw people and then walk. Although he's not walking very far this turn. And then Locarno, who's badly injured, just gonna be walking as well. All right, initiative. We have the guardsman first. Not good. We have to gambit out of here. That's Locarno. I mean, they're gonna just attack UR25, and he's typically fine. We're gonna throw a gambit down. We're just gonna deal with it. Hope no more show up. Do more show up. No, we're good. We're safe. All right, flamethrower man. 15. It's an onslaught again. So D12 rerolling. Does 1. It wasn't a miss, so he doesn't reroll it. Does it get blocked by the mobile fortress? It does. And then he attacks again and does 1. UR laughs in fax machine noises. For this guy, we doing a 15. I think it's onslaught as well. Yep, still an onslaught. So it's gonna be 2d8 rerolling misses. Rerolling misses. Does 1. And is it blocked by UR? It is. And then again, rerolling misses. Does a crit. Does he block it? He does. Oh my god, they did nothing to him. He just sits there and laughs in robot. All right, Locarno, you're just gonna jog, man. You're gonna jog 8 times and get to the thing. Using both Destiny Dice as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And just hide. All our Destiny Dice plus the whatchamacallit, the 2 that he had in his card. And then we'll have Shadowguide go. She's gonna move. Yep, for 2. And just go to stand here for 1, because she just needs to be more than 3 away. And then she's going to spend a 5+ for an aim shot. While re-rolling, we're going to go into the flamer. Kills him. And then she's going to spend 1 to aim and another 1 to sniper rifle. So this can't be re-rolled, but it does ignore the cover. And she headshots the boss too. Inspire? No. Man, I wish I'd painted her earlier. She's amazing. Wow, she stole all UR25's kills. And he can't quite make it into the thing yet. So we're going to have to go through one more round of 1, 2, 3. We'll just stand there so we're closest to the doorway. The spindle drones come back. They do not. And that's just going to be Janus. And he has 4 with which to run 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just stand with Shadowguide. Get behind the robot. Actually, it's not bad to have 1 more turn right now, because it means I have a turn of trying to heal Locarno. Basically dump the whole Destiny pool and trying to heal him. Let's see what happens. Destiny Dice. Not bad. We locked the 4 out, but we drag 1 back in. And then, well, that was actually a 6. And then we have our action dice for everyone. They're basically irrelevant unless more baddies show up. Oh man, he is just having a laugh right now. Shadowguide, prepared a covering fire. Doesn't have all the covering fire dice, but we have some in the Destiny pool if we need them. UR25, who's just screaming fax machine noises right now because he's so excited to talk to his friendly little spindle drones. And then Locarno gets 2. Check the initiative order. It's going to be Shadowguide, Janus, Hostiles, and then good thing that the robot is last, and then Locarno. Janus and Shadowguide just put everything basically into Overwatch. So I get 2 3s, a 5, and a 4. He's standing where he wants to stand. Shadowguide will just move for 1. No, she'll stay where she is actually. Everything goes to Overwatch. Because there's nothing really for them to do. They're just going to stand there. And then it's Hostiles 1 and rolling just to see if we get reinforcements. Which of course we will, because we always do. No, we don't. The spindle drones do not show up. They've heard the tales of how terrible it is here. So I can dump everything else and trying to heal Locarno. So take a breather, buddy. See what you can do. He's good. Heals 2, which is just what we needed. And then drops a 4-stone for no reason. And then UR just spends his to move 1, 2 in the elevator. That's it. We're done. Well, we've inspired UR25, but the trade-off was that we put a damage into Locarno, which he is literally the one that has to survive. Because if he dies during the campaign, you can no longer have his ship as a support thing, which means you can no longer resurrect anybody. And we're trying to bring back Pious Vorne. So here we go. Second encounter. What's it going to be? Exploration rather. Challenge. Smash it open. In leader order, each explorer takes 3 weapon actions, one after the other, as if they're attacking someone at range 1. Add up the damage. If it's 12 or more, each one draws a discovery card. That's an amazing smash it. Oh my gosh, holy moly. Okay. Starting lead order. So we have to do 12 or more damage here. So can I do a flurry of attacks? I mean, it doesn't say I can't. It is 3 weapons. So I make 9 attacks with Janus? Plus I get Swashbuckler? Can I just duel the door to death? Let's see what happens. First 2, no damage. Second 2, no damage. Oh, you're the worst, Janus. Third, so I do, so that was 6 attacks of my 9. I've done 6 damage and I get 2 free attacks from it. So I do 7 damage. And then that's 8. I go to, I'm doing 7, 10 damage now. And I get a free attack. Nope. And then my last attack with Janus, I've done 10 damage, nothing. Free attacks with Shadowblade, she gets her Power Blade. Nothing, followed by 3 more. Not dead. Smashes it open. I think UR25 would have done it by himself, actually, almost. Yes, does 3. Does 4. Does 5 total. Yeah, no, between them and Locarno, I was going to smash this thing open. And inspired UR25 plus her Power Blade makes this almost guaranteed. So everybody gets to draw a discovery card. So for Janus, run into the fall! Yes! Because this is going to be the post game after this. I can swap this to her and she's going to inspire. Then we have for Shadowblade a clue. Yes, a clue. For UR25, some Archaeotech. And then for Locarno, some more Archaeotech. Is awesome. All right, so in the post game of this, everyone is okay. Making recovery rolls, except for the Grievous Moon can't drop off Locarno anyway. So we're gonna swap some gear. We're gonna give Ruins to the Fall to Amallyn Shadowguide, which means she is perma-inspired for the campaign now, because she has her awesome Archaeotech card. So Chameleon Cloak to a 2+ and her Phase Pistol to a 4+. Oh my god, she's amazing. Move 4 as well, Agility D12. Her basic stats are the same, but now she's movement 4 as well. Holy moly. Oh, and she's 2d8 for long-range sniper shots now, rerolling everything. It's the D12 at 2d3. That's bonkers. Well, we're all pretty healthy still though, so I think I'm gonna keep going. We're having a good mission. Challenge, isolated. Shuffle the Explorer card, initiative cards, and deal at 1. Place the Explorer in Hex E. The other Explorer initiative cards are not used. Hostiles are only deployed into the Hex in the group's discovery marker. Any in excess are slain. The rules for search actions, reinforcements, and events are not used. The combat ends and the Explorer's out of action or all the hostiles are slain. If all the hostiles are slain, the Explorer draws a discovery card. So somebody gets lost and gets ambushed. Oh, please let it be you are. Anybody beat Locarno? Anybody beat Locarno? Yeah! Alright. Wow. This reminds me of a line from Watchmen. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. So let's flip our 3 encounters. Now what happens in this one is that there's no searching, reinforcements, or events. I just have to kill everyone in the room, and I only fit as many models as go into a single hex. So it's not going to be as bad as it might seem if we got the full amount here. So some Negavolt cultists, Urguls, and Spindle drones all ambush us. Alright, so number 1 is the Negavolt cultists, which will only be 2, because only 2 can fit in a square. So right here are some Negavolt cultists. You guys are all so dead. 2 is going to be 3 Urguls, because they're all small. They end up over here. Because number 3 is a major find. If they search the discovery marker, then they draw 2 cards instead of 1. No searching in this one, unfortunately, so it just ends up being not an encounter. Oh. Ah, that would have been so good to pull later. All right, well, let's see what the initiative order is and roll some Destiny Dice. So first, he gets to use the whole Destiny pool. This is going to be so fast. He gets, I don't have Locarno there, so we do lock out the 3s. And then what does the initiative dice or action dice look like? We have a 6. Oh, jeez. You're all so dead. See the initiative order. It's going to be the Hostiles 1, UR 25, Hostiles 3, which I should actually remove because it doesn't exist, and Hostiles 2. More calls, what do you got? 15. It's a charge. So move and attack. Move, take a stab. They have Electro Goads, D8. No defense rolls against this. They are pretty dangerous. Nothing. And the second one rolls 11. It's a charge. The no defense rolls do make these super dangerous. And they miss. Well, let's use the one over here and make one of these Negavolt cultists into paint. And we do. And then let's do it again. And we do. The 2 off the Destiny board to do that second action. And then, do we just walk over there and kill everyone? Yeah, we'll take 1 step. Hello, little things. And then we will crush. We do it in 1 round. Yes. And then we crush. Oh, last one. And then we crush, last action point. Kill him. Ah, he only does 1. 1 Urgul with 1 wound left. Almost killed them all in 1 roll. In 1 just like fell swoop. What does it do? 17 while engaged. Gonna onslaught, which is a D8 rerolling. Twice hits. And then defense roll, laughs. And then the second attack hits. And the defense roll, laughs. Snake pool, it really just comes down to does he go first now? And if he does, this guy's dead. Action dice. UR 25, it's kind of irrelevant how many. He's just making 1+ attacks. These 2 cards go first. Ah, it's UR 25. Yep. Well, let's do a power claw attack. Later. Can you imagine if you get back in the elevator with this robot and it wanders off for a bit and then just comes back covered in brains and body parts? Because that's what just happened. All right. So he gets to draw a discovery card because he wandered off on his own. Secret coordinates. It's Locarno's secret agenda. Oh my god, we got a secret agenda. Okay. We got a secret agenda. So let's trade it to him then because he'll become permanent inspired as well. Oh my gosh. I think we bail out now. This was like the best run I've had. We got a clue. We got 2 of the things that will perma-inspire. We have a 3rd one on the Crute from when we used Random Rouse. And then if we can bring back Vorne, Janus can be permanent inspired too. And then I'm feeling pretty confident about Fortress Run. So we're gonna pull out, but because we have no escape route, we have to do one more exploration card before we get out. And it's a combat, of course, it's combat. All right, so 3 encounters, we've laid everything out. Let's see which the first one's gonna be. 4 Urguls, 7 Traitor Guardsmen, and 4 Negavolt cultists, and these guys are terrifying to actually 3 Negavolt cultists, and this is actually 5 Traitor Guardsmen. These guys are terrifying too. They're the big answer to Ur-25 because he doesn't get defense rolls. We're set up, let's roll the Destiny dice. Let's get lots of 4+s so Shadowguide can just kill all those Urguls. Oh my god, we almost got the flush. Unfortunately, all 3 of these go away and we drag 1 back with Locarno. And then rolling for Drake. Whoa, he's laughing today. Rolling for Shadowguide. Come on, give me all the 4+s. Yeah! Oh, she's gonna kill them all. She's gonna kill all 4 of those Urgos right now. You are 25. 2, 3, 4. And then finally Locarno. Hide in the back. That's it. We just need your ship, buddy. He did change a little bit. He's got Force Barrier on a 4+ now and Mental Command on a 5+. He can move an enemy model. And then he's Psychic, 1 discard Destiny Dice can be made available. Yeah. So he's okay. He's still pretty good. His Force King gets more powerful as well. Vitality goes up 2 to a D8. That's pretty cool. All right, well, let's shuffle up initiative and see who's going first. All right, initiative order is going to be Group 3, which is the Negavolt Cultists. Group 1, which is the Urguls. Janus. Locarno. You are 25. And Shadowguide. And then finally the Traitor Guardsman. We got our free gambit with Janus, who is agility of D8. Let's see if we can swap positions with somebody. We can't. And actually, sorry, covering fire actually comes first. So might as well covering fire first. The Urguls are going to charge towards us, and that means Shadowguide is kind of less good. We need her to go. So she's gonna try and do a gambit as well. She's agility D12, so she might be able to crit this. And she does. Jumps to the top of the pile and swaps with the Urguls. Without putting the Negavolt Cultists down a second, I think we're happy with our current order. Because because then everyone else can basically just pop out and kill things. So let's do it. Come on, Shadowguide. You're just gonna try and kill all of these Urguls. So you have 2d8, pick the highest, re-rolling misses now when you use 4+s to fire your long rifle. Yeah. So the first 5 targeting an Urgul kills him. The second 5 targeting an Urgul kills him. The third 5 targeting an Urgul, just do it, kills him. And then we'll use a 4 off the board to target an Urgul. Just kill them all. She does. She just kills all 4. She's a killing machine. It's amazing. I love it. And then I guess she could take a step and activate her Chameleon line, which I'm really tempted to do. Yeah, she's going to take a step and activate her Chameleon line with a 6. So she'll step to here and then turn her Chameleon line on, which means she has a D12 defense until someone engages her. Well, she's done. Group 1, which is going to be the Urguls. Do they come back? Nope, they need a 3. So no reinforcements for them. Then it's going to be Janus. It's going to move. He'll take 2 steps with his 1. And go 1, 2, and be close. Else he's just going to switch into Overwatch dice. These both become 5s, and this one becomes a 4. And then it's Locarno's turn. He's going to take a step with his 3. So 1, 2, staying with Drake. And then he's going to use Force Barrier with his 5. And he'll take that into a Overwatch die. So they're Force Barrier in here now. And then we've got UR25 going. And he'll spend the 4 to step twice. And go 1, 2. And just be like, come at me, dog. Overwatch dice, because he's just going to power fist things to death when they come nearby. 3, which is the Negavolt Cultists. So closest to a hero would be him. That's going to be a 17. Does not have line of fire, because these ones are closest, which means it is a charge. So move 2 then attack. 1, 2. Not in range. The second one, same thing. 1, 2. Not in range. Third one, 11. 11 for does not have line of fire, no, because it's going to cross that. Is a charge as well. So 1, 2. Actually, would go to there because they can't end in that one and not be in range. Again, if they can't see. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1 and be blocked. It's guardsman time, and they get to go, and we roll for no reinforcements because they're all here. So the flamer gets a 5. He is close, and a 5 when you are close for a guardsman means onslaught. So he's gonna fire twice into UR25. So first shot hits, UR25 save, laughs. Second shot fails but rerolls because it's an onslaught, fails. Then it will be for the sergeant. He gets a 14 close, which is also an onslaught. So he's only got a pistol though. He immediately attacks twice. Rerolls, fails. Nope. And then again hits, and then UR25 save, laughs. And then the one next to him with the las gun, it's a 16, and a 16 is for close a charge. He's gonna move through his friends, 1, 2, because he can, and then I guess we just UR25. Yeah, just run out of my power claw. Overwatch explodes. Does 1 actually, only 1, and then he'll make his attack. Okay, because he's a dude, so he gets a crit. UR25. Takes it down to a regular wound. I think we'll just leave that. And the last one, does he want to use the last Overwatch die? He might as well. It's already wounded. And explodes. And the last guy right there does a 3, which, with no line of fire, is a hold. Just sits around and goes like, I'm not sure about this. Right, so new turn, Destiny, oh sorry, actually event phase. What happens in the event phase? 3 fulfilled Destiny. Do not make a Destiny roll at the start of the turn. Oh no! No Destiny dice. Okay, we'll kill them all by ourselves. Janus, what do you got? Not the best roll. Last roll was better. Amallyn, come on, all the 4+. Just show all the 4+. It's not too bad. You don't have Destiny dice to fall back on now, though. And we really need to kill those negative cultists before they get to UR25. Because he's hurt, but he's got big dice. Locarno, and he's rocking today. Right, no Destiny dice, let's see what the initiative's looking like. Ooh, it's the negative cultists first, then UR25. That's not good. Oh, we gotta try and seize the initiative. Locarno, Janus, Hostiles 2, which is the Guardsman, and then Hostiles 1, which is the Urguls. You're going to spend a die there, Shadowguide, and you're going to try and seize the initiative. Come on. You can do this. Your agility D12. Yeah, there she goes. So she's going to swap initiative with the first one that's ahead of her, which will be this one. I believe that was the closest to the left or right. So she jumps ahead, and that means we can do some stuff. That's after covering fire, though, so she can't swap with the UR25 now. And he's not feeling great and has no Destiny dice, but he's got clear line of sight to these jerks, and he's got 2 rounds of amazing shooting. So she's gonna lose her cover now, but she's gonna move with the 1, and she gets to go 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, over there, 4. Yeah, I might as well. No, I have to stay there actually to be able to see. 4+, 2d8. Try and headshot a cultist. Explodes 1. Spends the other 4. Try and headshot another cultist. She misses, but she re-rolls because she's amazing, and she has just the other one. Activation does not inspire. UR25, you got a couple days to do some stuff here. So you're going to spend a 4 to take 2 shots with your M1 assault cannon. And it's a 4, which means you get 2 shots because you're inspired. And this will fall. And he just dies. Shot, you'll take into, I guess, this group, but it's in cover, so you have to do a crit. So no success, and what am I doing? I guess I'm shooting again. So you hit with a crit, which would do 1 damage to, I guess, the flamethrower, and then try again, and do nothing. Your wounds, did you get an inspiration point? You do not, and it's then on to hostile group 3. This is the cultists, so let's see if they come back. They do. Oh my god, over here. 2 of them come back because they're on a large base, thank goodness. But they immediately get to activate, and they're right next to Shadowguide, who just killed 2 of their friends. So the first one on the left gets a 15, is close, and that means hidden engaged other. That means a charge. So moves 2, 1, 2, and then takes a swing. She got cocky. Misses though. And then the second one rolls to see what it does. It's a 19, and 19 is a charge, so moves 2, 1, 2, and attacks, needs to ignore cover, D8. Crits! Oh, she's got a roll to phone. She doesn't get defense dice. So she just takes a critical wound. Previously injured for her hubris. And then it's over to Locarno. Now he's gonna get moving. He's going to do a walk. 1, 2, and then he's gonna walk again with his 5. 1, and then he's going to drop a Force Dome into the square with the Ranger. So now they're slightly more protected, even though there's no defense saves from these guys. I'm going to hopefully have them all dead in a second. And then it's Janus's turn. We do have a bunch of guardsmen to worry about, which I really should just go kill. I should at least kill the Flamer. Oh god, but think about cultists. I don't want them to go first. Guessing this has been bad. Alright, well, we're going to move 2. We're going to go 1, 2 to here, because that way there's no cover. And then we're going to spend 1 for a swing on that Flamer. He's only got 1 wound left. And he gets a D8 and kills him. So stabs Mr. Flamer. And then he'll attack the Sergeant with his 3 and crit him to death. And then he still has 1 left, which is good enough for a flurry of attacks. So it's 2 attacks into this last guy. First one does a wound. Second one does nothing. Grand total of 6 wounds worth of damage there. So does he get an inspiration point? Does not. I also just realized that Swashbuckler doesn't work for attacks. When I was doing the loot for, where is it? Smash It Open. He still got 9 dice. He didn't get a bunch of free attacks because the crits don't generate more attacks on the attack crits, only the defense roll. Anyway, didn't get any inspiration points. These guys are dead. And it is Hostile Group 2's turn, which is going to be the Guardsman. So reinforcements do not arrive. The Wounded Guardsman gets a 3, which I think is fallback when you're engaged. Yes, it is. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and like try and run away. You did just watch Janus Draik kill a bunch of his friends. And the guy with the lasgun gets a 4, which is also, he is not engaged, he is close. An onslaught. He's going to shoot twice with his lasgun. So the lasgun's D8, and there's no cover for Janus. Misses, but re-rolls. His onslaught does 1. Defensive D8. And he blocks it, and then the second shot misses, but re-rolls. Misses. Finally, it's Group 1, which is the Urguls. Does another pack of Urguls arrive? They do not. And then the event dice. What occurs? A 16. That's going to be Inspiration. Explorer sees an inspiration point. Let's give 1 to Shadowguide. She can't heal that Grievous. Actually, no, let's give 1 to UR25, because he can re-roll to try and heal this. Destiny phase for the next turn. And we block out the 4s, but drag 1 back. So that's a pretty good Destiny pool for this turn. Lots of picking up artifacts. Janus's action dice are pretty good again. For Shadowguide, she's pretty hurt, but not so hurt that she can't stab some dudes with her power blade. And then UR25 getting 2 dice, which are mostly just going to be crush people with his hands. As for Locarno, he gets a bunch of move arounds. Right, initiative order. We have Janus going first, out the gates. Shadowblade, or Shadowguide rather, sorry. Hostiles 3, which is the cultists. Then Hostiles 2, UR25, Locarno, and Hostiles 1. See, I feel pretty good about this order. UR25 is mid-range, and we've got Shadowblade and Janus going first. Take care of the cultists. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Janus, you're gonna lead the way, buddy. So you're gonna go with 1 and walk 2, and go 1, 2, and get this fellow to cover. And you're gonna go 4 for 2 duelist attacks. First one, nothing. Second one, kills him. Then you're gonna move in and spend a 4 to search. And what do we find? Discovery card. You get a Archaeotech. Very nice. So on, it's Amallyn's turn. She's going to, I guess, make a Power Blade attack. It's 2d12. Like, she's really stabby when she's inspired. Negative Occultist. It takes wounds. She'll make another one with a 2 out of the Destiny board. And finish him off. Then she will... do we just do it again? Yeah, I use this for another one into that other Negative Occultist and kill him. And then she's going to spend the 4 out of here to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to work. Can she see that square? She can. So there, and then the 4 off hers to just try and headshot this guy on 2d8. She does, with the aim shot, so he ignores the cover. He is a killing machine, alright. And that means she's killed 5 wounds this turn for inspiration. No, and then for him, actually, no. And she's gonna use a 5 out of here to summon the elevator. She doesn't get ambushed from behind if I get a bad emergence roll. Alright, and he's cleared this one. So let's see what Hostile Group 3 does. Oh, they show back up. Because of course they do. It's only one though, because it's not a large base. It's not the worst that could possibly happen, but yeah. It immediately attacks. And does a 16, which is a charge. So 1, 2, and then take a stab into Janus. And do a critical wound, of course. Grievously injure him. That's group 2, which is the guardsmen. Hopefully a whole bunch of them don't pour at this door. They do not. And then UR25 gets to go. And 6 off the board to move, because that was always my intention. To go 1, 2. And then he'll take a step. 1. And then he'll power claw. 2d12. And just do 1. Inspire? No. That's going to be Locarno. And he's got just a bunch of moves. He's going to go 6. Oh, he can't even pick it up. He's just going to go 1. No, he's going to go, yeah, he'll go 6 and just grab it. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just sit there. What else will pick this up next round? All right. Then finally it is the Urguls. Do more of them show up? No. And it's a 9. A 9 is changing conditions. Drawn in counter card if the card has a twist applied, otherwise no effect. All right, is there a twist? There is not. Destiny action dice, Destiny dice, or as I'm going to call them now, Shadowguide dice. So she drags 1/1 back, which gives us a pretty neat Destiny pool. I've only got 3 on Janus now because he got stabbed. So it's going to be these ones. Then 3 on Amallyn because she's hurt. She's got a 4, which is good for a headshot. For UR25, he's laughing. And then for Locarno, who's already sitting in the elevator, see what the initiative order is. Just not Negavolt cultists first. Nope, we're okay with that. Then it's Janus, Locarno, Amallyn, UR25. Sorry, it's actually the cultists, then UR25, and then hostiles 2. Drop Shadowguide for Janus with covering fire. Oh no, they can't see each other. Oh, they can't do it. We drop UR25. Yeah, he's going to jump to Janus. Janus is going to jump down to here. Start with the big robot. But first group 1, which is Urguls. Do more show up? They do not. So then UR25 goes. He'll spend the 1 off his card to just power claw that Negavolt cultist and kill him. He only has 1 wound left. The 6 take a walk. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Actually, you just go 3. So he's just going to spend a 1 and a 4 out of the Destiny pool to go 1, 2, and then 1 and be in the elevator. Locarno sits and just goes on Overwatch. Shadowguide's going to go. She will spend 2 to move 1, 4 to pick this up. What is it? Something cool? Oh no, she has to go the other way actually. She needs to go 1, 2, 3, pick this one up. Yes, and then what is it? It's just Archaeotech, and then the 1, 2 to move 4, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, sit in the back. It's to go. He'll spend the 1 to go 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, yeah, to there. He'll spend the 3 out of the Destiny pool to go 1, 2, the 4 of the Destiny, or the 6 of the Destiny pool to grab this, which is going to be a clue. And then the last 2 just to move back in the elevator, 1, 2, and we're done. All right, so we're back at Precipice, and everyone can remove their grievous wounds, thankfully, as they go to rest. Now we've dealt out our resource cards, and they're actually looking pretty great. There's some Techno-Dendrite rigs, homing ammunition, and raiments of the Technomancer. They're all pretty great. I think this one's the big one, though. Starting with leaders, starting with Janus. He's got 2, 3 Architect spends, and can also jump onto his ship for extras. It's looking really good. I think we're going to jump into the Vanguard with him. And he can roll the Blackstone dice, and on a 1, discard an Architect card, on 2 to 5 nothing, on a 16 plus, exchange the Architects for one they want to have. So let's try that on a 16. He gets it, so I can drop one of my 1 Archaeotechs for 1 from the deck. There's a 2, so now I have 4, 5 because I'm trading on my own ship. Which means I can buy the Stasis Grenade, which is amazing. 1 plus exhaust it. Is it exhaust or discard? Place the Stasis Hex marker. Yeah, discard it to do the following. Basically, you can lock down a square and nothing activates in it until you roll an 11 plus. So you can lock down a bad guy, and it counts as obstructive. Last 3 I'll spend to buy a Melta-Bomb. Pick a hostile that's adjacent and visible. That hostile suffers 2 grievous wounds, so 6 damage. That's going to be good for when we have to go fight the Space Marines. All of our Archaeotech, which would cost us 5 total because of our free one. And those all going to Janus. Then, all right, the important thing, Amallyn. She's going to go trade her own ship, the Seat of Matharir, and she's going to buy I think the Phantasm Room. That allows her to not halt if she moves into adjacent to a hostile. Because you always move away from a hostile, and it doesn't really come up, but if you move next to a hostile, your move ends. So yeah, she's gonna grab that, I think, for 4. She has 2, 3, and 1 for trading on her own ship, so 4 exactly. So it's gonna go back in, and she now has the Phantasm Room. She's not selling a Remnants of the Fall, let me tell you. She has 1 clue card. She gets to roll a die, and I get to reroll it if I fail. If I roll equal to or under the number of clues I have, I get another clue card. So she investigates. I'm gonna try again. No. She rolls a 1, basically she gets another clue card, which is pretty cool. 25, he's gonna go trade in his own ship as well. Gonna go to Long Hauler. And we're going to, I think, buy some homing ammunition. We're gonna get the Raiment of the Technomancer. So it's use this card in the recovery step or event phase to remove 1 wound counter from this explorer or turn a grievous wound into a wound side. Obviously, you can roll a die. On a 1, discard it. On a if it was a wound, on a 1 to 5, it was a grievous wound. Forever, basically, and you can use it in the recovery step or the event step to remove a wound counter. So I like it. I can use it during the game, and I only get rid of it if it's a 1 to 5. So it helps him to basically heal. And that costs him 5. I'm able to buy that, unless he finds some Archaeotech. 2 right now, plus no, he has none in the bank. So let's see if we can go and find some Archaeotech. He needs an 11 plus. Reroll because it's your. Gets it. So you need a random one from here. Everything. Let's flip until we find some Archaeotech. So the first one was an Archaeotech. So actually, I don't have enough. I'm only gonna have 4 total, which means I can't buy that. It's such a good card, though. We buy it anyway. We should just save it up. Use our free trading. Use this immediately after any Explorer discards a resource card. This Explorer card is given the card that was discarded, and then this card is discarded. So basically, I can get my Stasis grenade back because I just get it back. Pretty cheeky way to recycle my Stasis grenade. All right, now the big moment. Locarno's gonna go on a Traveler. Doesn't really need to buy anything. He's got 1 Archaeotech he can spend. We'll get the meditation beads. You can spend an inspiration point to remove a wound. That's pretty great. We'll buy that. And we have a free one, so we can buy the Mindlock Sigil as well, which allows us to change a behavior roll to whatever we want. And he's just loaded down with like jewelry now. And then this is the moment. Roll the Blackstone die, reroll off the Explorer using this as Esper and Locarno. On a 16 plus, pick a dead Explorer, remove the Mortis card. Come on, we're getting back. We're getting back, Vorne. Do this. Nope, reroll it. Come on. Yeah, she's back! Somehow managed to fit all the lasered pieces of her back together. We remove the Modus card from her stasis chamber, and the next time we have an adventurer, we can deploy her. Now, I'll have to finish at least 1 encounter to trade equipment, which means I won't be able to give the Empyrean Chronometer to Janus Draik until after our first encounter. But if the 2 of them go on an adventure together, we can get Locarno, Shadowguide, and Janus all permanently inspired. All right, everyone's back in their stasis chambers. Let's see what our legacy card is for this round. It is a Rogue Psychers. Include the Rogue Psychers encounter card in the encounter deck when it's set up at the start of the expedition from now on. A new threat. Rogue Psychers have joined the game. So there you go, our most successful voyage into the Blackstone Fortress yet. Amallyn Shadowguide proving to be just like top tier, and then you are 25 having the time of his life, inspiring in the first mission and then just crushing things with his bare hands all through the rest of it. We almost lost Locarno in the very beginning, which would have been really bad because we managed to pull off what we're really going for, which is to bring back Pious Vorne, which gets the Empyrean Chronometer back for the group to get into Janus Draik so he can be inspired all the time. I'm really excited for our first fortress run, and you'll see that in the next episode as we dive in and try and clear one of the strongholds. So I have to paint up my Rogue Psychers now because obviously they've joined the encounter pool. Plus I'm going to check through the cards. Actually, I'm probably just going to be able to fit. By the time I film the next one, because Andy's coming back to film the next one, I should have all of the bad guys painted. And I'm probably going to have to bring Confessor Tad. He's so good. I looked at his card again. He actually has in-game healing. So he has a spend a 6 to just remove a wound from everyone in his circle and all adjacent circles. And that is the only healing in the group. His auto stopper's amazing. His power maul is okay. I think he's actually a better support piece than Locarno, and we need to keep Locarno alive now in case somebody else dies. So I think Confessor Tad's showing up. We have enough. We have clues flying around everywhere now, so we can take a mixed group in and still have enough clues to discard to go and jump into the fortress run or stronghold run. And then we also have the ability to inspire Rin and Ross now. So I'm not sure if I'm going to take them yet, but we have lots of inspire cards. I think everybody that can be permanently inspired now can be permanently inspired, which means it's time to start jumping and trying to take down these strongholds and find some clues. What's cool is when you do a stronghold run, there's always an access route, and the access route is you shuffle all the exploit or the encounter cards and deal out a certain number. It's usually 4 or 6, and you have to go through all of them to get to the final fight in the stronghold. So you kind of like get beat up on the way in. So having our pre-inspired characters is going to be a big deal, and I think having Tad to remove wounds on the way in is going to be a really big deal too. So you'll see that next. Andy's coming back. We're going to film the first of the Fortress or Stronghold runs on our way in. We've got 3 legacy cards out, which means there's 9 more episodes to go. So regardless, this is going 9 more episodes until we hopefully get to the Hidden Vault. And I'm really excited about the Hidden Vault card. Like that is, I have some suspicions about it, and there's some things I hope they've done. I really hope the Hidden Vault cards are unique. Like every box has a different item. That would be such a cool little bit of game design where like every Blackstone Fortress that got sold had like a different thing in the Hidden Vault, or something cool like that, where like everyone's quest is unique or ends up being unique, or it has some kind of like secret MacGuffin to find new content for the Blackstone Fortress. Like there's so many cool things they can do with sealed envelope stuff and things like that no one knows yet, because this isn't like, I'm filming this is before this is on sale, so I'm filming this before it goes on sale, so there aren't a million people out there just like ripping open the vault packs and finding out, and no one said anything about what it could be. So I'm theorizing, I'm hoping it's cool, I'm sure it will be. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you for more Blackstone Fortress in the future. Thanks, I'm Ash. Happy gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.